the more you learn, the lesser it will take for you to learn even more.
The director we have who's making a comeback after 8 years.
Yeah, he still looks so young.
He still looks so young. And he's having a...
Yes, it's the most different experience I've ever had. I'm like, he would be my 58th character that I would have played. In theatre, that feeling is real-time present. So I crack a joke and I know you're laughing. Hi, this is Sushant Singh Rajput and you're watching Bollywood Hungama, so keep on watching.
You have this tendency of posting couplets from prominent poets. You've been posting Nida Fazli Saab, you've posted Jazbi Saab, which I think a lot of people wouldn't even be maybe knowing because he's a very classical poet.
Absolutely.
And since I'm from Aligarh, so I know that because he is from Aligarh.
Ji.
So how important is reading or maybe pursuing certain hobbies for any creative person and how it impacts their art, creative art?
I think it's very important. That's the only thing, by the way, which is in our hand to be creative. There are many things because of which we become creative, but the only thing that is so dynamic that it's in our hand completely, which will make us more creative, is this, learning. And learning new things, by the way, just not learning one thing. Learning new things and learning the same thing in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So you learn different things and you learn the same thing in different ways. And there's this thing which we understand now, that the more you learn, the less time it takes to learn more. So you become,
the brain
so
becomes
generally,
tuned.
so generally we think that, oh, we are left with so much time, we are so busy in our lives, and there are so many years left. How many things we can learn? What will happen? No, it's not that. The more you learn, the lesser it will take for you to learn even more. And that's a very key thing to understand. So you will start learning many things. Things that you will try for the first time will be 50%, easier for you than anybody else. And it is not about competing, let me tell you. Of course, when you have 10, 12 skills, you will take care of yourself for the rest of your life. With one skill you can. By the way, with no skill you can, if you're smart. And that happens all the time. But say that you have 10, 12 skills. And also, you're not stopping because you like doing it. Then you're saved for the rest of your life. So it is not about competing at all. So it is more about now, like, do you want to come and we have the experience together. So it's more about coming together than competing.
Great. So talking about your films, you're having 4 films next year. So a lot of people have this question about Drive.
Yes.
The director we have who's making a comeback after 8 years.
Yeah, he still looks so young.
He still looks so young. And he's having a cult film in a way, which was his last film, that is Dostana.
Yeah.
So what is the latest on Drive?
Oh, we are almost done. And it's going to release in the first quarter of next year. This is what I've been told.
You're also having Sonchiriya, I think, which is releasing in February.
Feb.
The teaser has been received very nicely.
Yes.
The Chambal Dacoits, and it must have been a bit of a different experience from what you've done till now.
It's the most different experience I've ever had. I'm like, he would be my 58th character that I would have played. I am counting from my theatre days.
Yeah.
So this is my 58th. The most different I have ever been in. And it's not to sell my next film. It doesn't need that. But I'm not saying it's the best. I'm not saying. I'm saying it is the most different that I can understand a guy and that I know now, having played that character.
You talked about theatre, so you've been trained in, I think, Ekjut Theatre, Nadra Babars.
And with Barry John.
And Barry John. How important is that for an actor and in terms of just preparing you?
So we just spoke about the resonance that an actor wants. Suppose I'm in the theatre and I'm seeing, and I see, oh yes, I know what I was feeling, and I'm looking at you, and I say, yes, it is happening. But I cannot have that again and again. You know what I'm saying? I can have it once or twice.
Right.
In theatre, that feeling is real-time present. So I crack a joke and I know you're laughing. I will also have tools to increase the pause if you're keep on laughing. You know what I'm saying? If you can't stop your laughter, I'll not waste my line. I'll stop. It is so dynamic. So the audience plays an active participant as a feedback loop. As an actor, to understand that is very important. I'm not saying acting cannot happen without that. Of course, it can happen. But that knowledge is very, very crucial to understand what to leave on the camera so that the resonance happens. We understand that I know that if I do this and I stop, they will laugh. Or I know that if I just stop here, they will stop. they will stop. They will not do anything. And like, oh wow, will he cry or not? So I can hold it there for as long as I can. You know what I'm saying? As my skills allow me, of course. But that experience is there in the theatre, not anywhere else. I mean, of course, in the film set is there by the crew. But everybody is doing their job.
That's interesting. Now, Fault in the Star remake, when is that going?
This is going to come, I don't know, but again, in the first 6 months of next year.
So you're also having one more release.
Chhichhore. Yes.
And that's, I think, the entire premise is very interesting. And
that's in August, I guess.
That's in August. So looking forward to that as well?
Yeah, of course. I look forward to all the characters I play while I'm playing the character also.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, I think.
So right now, see, right now the t-shirt says Schrodinger's smile is very consistent with my IIT character, the character who is in IIT.
Okay.
Yeah, so I get to play my engineering days again. Hi, this is Sushant Singh Rajput and you're watching Bollywood Hungama, so keep on watching.